Yeah, I don't know too much about this guy. Chat kept telling me about him. His name's like Paul Breach. So I was gonna learn from Oompa here on exactly what this guy's deal is and why he's being talked about. But everyone's calling him creepy. This one's calling him a villain.
Hey! Have you ever been scrolling through TikTok and then stumbled upon this guy?
Wow.
This blonde hair bad boy that looks like Simon Pegg is known as Paul Breach.
He does kind of
If
look
you
like
haven't heard of him,
Simon Pegg.
Strap in, because this gets crazy.
Everyone knows it's on my bubba. It's on my boo 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 boo. It's on my bubba.
Ginger guy, British, has his sex appeal stat maxed out. He posts thirst trap videos to TikTok that are more like drought trap videos.
Why would he do this? Paul. Hey, age is just a number, am I right, Paul? He may be like mid to late 30s on the outside, but on the inside, he's a 16-year-old boy. A stud.
Because they leave me drier than a Popeye's biscuit. He is so cringy that it is unbelievable. In fact, when I scroll through TikTok, I often find myself at the precipice
Paul's
of the maw
busting it.
of maximum cringe. Some demonic creature is sucking me in, making me watch them do something insane. This guy is on another level. If you haven't seen Paul Breach, then count yourself amongst the lucky few that remain, because this guy
I feel like
has
I've missed
infected
out.
everyone's timeline, everyone's For You page, everyone has seen him basically, and he has become steeped
I
in
haven't.
controversy. Like a big ginger tea bag. He's been deep fried in drama, and he could even be a wolf in sheep's clothing, or a wolf in vaguely Simon Pegg-esque clothing. So who is Paul Breach? He's your traditional Brit, alright? People say that he has teeth like an anglerfish. I don't say that, that's just some comments that I read on TikTok. And he has a head shaped like a tortilla. I don't say that, that's just comments that I read on TikTok. Are those things true though? Yeah. I would say that he looks like Walmart Simon Pegg though. That's accurate. You have to agree. I mean, look at this. It's crazy.
They
He's
do
just like
look
any
pretty
other guy
similar,
who
I'm not
peaked in
gonna
high
lie.
school
He is
and
right.
explicitly only shops at Forever 21. He's a how do you do fellow kids type character.
How do you do, fellow kids?
He's always dressed in the same clothes, typical teenager type fits, hoodie, tight pants, very tight pants. My God.
Is this like a psyop or something? Why would he do this? Is this like when the CIA invented modern art? Hold on, I want to go to his TikTok real quick. God, I hate going to TikTok. Jesus Christ. What is it? Snapshot Eye? Oh, it looks like his main account got banned. Here's his newest one.
The guy from TikTok, and now we've signed up with Cameo. We can do personalised messages for you, for your loved ones, for your friends, for your families, for special occasions. Might go crazy, might do stuff. You send a message about what you want in personalised message, and guess what? I will attempt to do it.
I see why he got so popular. Very cool. There's the resub Mysterious, CJ, and Annalise in the Prime Callum, and the resub Danny, Pop, Outline, and None. What did he do wrong besides be cringe? Well, that's what we're about to find out. Right now, we're just setting the stage on who he is.
In the same clothes, typical teenager type fits, hoodie, tight pants, very tight pants. My guy has a lock on tight pants, that's for sure. He dances around and interacts on TikTok exactly like children do. It's very strange, especially when he's a man in his 40s.
Oh,
By
40s.
the way,
Sometimes I get told off for being a big, massive child, or be patronising, or be condescending. But it seems that on this app, I am talking to quite a few f***ing children.
he's had an interesting history on the
What?
internet,
What?
specifically TikTok up until this point,
That
and
was
now he's got
interesting.
attention.
That was an
on
interesting
him.
twist.
And with attention comes prying eyes. And with prying eyes, if you're not squeaky clean, like someone who's never done anything wrong, then you're going to get controversy. So what kind of controversy has our friend Paul Breach been entrenched in recently? The same kind that a Minecraft YouTuber would typically find themselves entrenched in. So you might be asking now, how did this guy blow up? From what I've seen so far,
I
it doesn't
already
even look that
figured it
special.
out.
He just looks like your average British character. Well, he loves dancing. It's so bad. He loves dancing in the bathroom, too.
Oh, there's a plane crash in Tanzania. God, blimey. There's a lake.
Our old pal Paul blew up from a video in which he was...
What was that? Ah, plane crash? Hey, rest in peace. I like that. Damn, Paul. Doesn't nothing deter that dancing demon inside his soul. Shit, fuck me. I wish he wasn't banned. I'd be subbing. I'd be checking out those lives. Am I hold on, I'm double checking. Is he actually banned? Yep. No, it looks like he's banned.
dancing in a bathroom to a song about green grass. Our old buddy Paul here got his first taste of fame, and then he said, let's take this to the next level. And then he danced to the same song in a field of grass the next time. Who's watching that? Who's watching that video? You? Did you watch it? Unsubscribe from my channel. Also, he went viral last month for posting a soccer song.
Before the Euros, there was a footballer that nobody knows. Now it's the World Cup. And he scores his goal. His name was Jack Jack.
It's about this guy named Jack Grealish.
Fuck, that was a banger.
He could break me, and I wouldn't say no.
So maybe Paul wants to be bred by Jack. Personally, I don't see an issue with this because Jack is a handsome guy, and being gay is not a crime. Right, homies? Exactly. This is the video that really blew his account up, though. 300,000 followers in 30 days. That is no small number. That's a lot. That's like stardom, basically. That's stardom. That is incredible. Needless to say, though, all of these adoring fans that Paul has gathered didn't seem to like him all that much, and they started trolling the shit out of him. Trolling him so damn much that he turned off comments to all of his videos and also his lives. He's just talking to no one.
I think the words she
He's just
used were,
talking to no one, and
"Yes,
people are
I
still
am."
giving him money for some reason.
Yes, we. I didn't do nothing. I've been nowhere.
But he just has comments. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. And why not, though? I feel like he would want to leave comments on for a video like this.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ, Paul. Man was feeling himself into a different dimension.
He just keeps offering to call people on FaceTime. Who? Oh, you mean your top supporters? Pedo Paul, Taylor Gavier, and Lewis? Which one are you?
Hey, wait. Say all you want about Pedo Paul, okay? You know, that's probably a bad guy, but let's not throw my boy Taylor under the bus. That guy's done nothing but good. He volunteers at the local animal shelters, alright? He just happens to really like Paul thrusting his meat at the camera. Is that a crime? Something wrong with that?
Gavier and Lewis? Which one are you gonna FaceTime? Pedo Paul? No one can send messages. No one can chat, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is an important piece of the story, though. The whole offering to FaceTime people. This guy loves interacting with fans and people in his audience
on a personal
without
level, I
first
guess.
verifying their age. This is essential in putting together the full piece of the picture as to why Paul...
I want to read that. Oh, cool.
...is weird. And a bit of a nonce, some people say. Also, just my own personal idea here, how is he getting so many likes and so many views on his live streams? Isn't the whole point of social media engagement? And on top of just engagement being the driving force for performance on YouTube and every other social media platform that exists, check this out. In 22 seconds, Paul gets 18,000 likes from 2,000 people watching. So this is super suspicious, obviously, because it just doesn't seem like it's possible. The math just doesn't seem to add up. But TikTok is a platform that you can repeatedly like a video and, you know, but how would people, it's just swiping, tap, it's too short of a time. As you can imagine, there's a ton of allegations. There's a ton of trolling and haters that Paul has to deal with. How does he respond to this haters gonna hate type mentality that these people
probably in a good way
have that are hating on
He seems
Paul?
mature.
Because it's crazy, it's really exciting. You tell me off for meeting 20 olds. What happens If I was a 42-year-old gay man and a bunch of 20-year-old men asked me to go to the football.
Well, Paul says that he has nothing to hide, which is good.
You've shown me things I posted on whatever in 2003, 2004.
Damn, these roses going wild, though.
2007. I don't change. I'm still the guy.
Which makes sense, because someone who doesn't have anything to hide would probably turn their comments off and completely have a media blackout on all of his videos and content and just accept money and that's it. But Paul's a man with attitude, so it makes sense. He acts like he is the metaphorical shit in his videos, as you can tell by the ones we've showed you here.
So I fucking love me.
And he doesn't really seem to respond that well to criticism.
He's angry because people don't want him to message underage girls. Told, be yourself, be yourself. I am being myself. And it's like, no, I'm not happy with that version.
One live, if I turn the comments on, oh, he's being mean. Oh, I like you, you're funny. Oh, no, it's that. Oh, it's this, is this, is this, is this, is this, is... Let alone the fucking weird lie shit.
He does have the attitude of a child, it seems like, which is ironic. Probably.
So besides the cringe, though, what else did he do?
People that are so young. So when
he
did
talked
these
to his
suspicions
kids
about Paul arise? You know, all the things people been calling him. We've noticed he turned his comments off. He seems like he has a bit of a secret. I don't know. It all started with an online investigator, probably just a random guy on TikTok, finding that Paul had liked multiple images on Instagram of girls between the ages of 16 and 17 in their swimsuit with similar clothes as that. So not a good look for a 40-year-old man. Paul's official response to this was that he only liked those images because she was a cancer survivor.
An online investigator found photos on Instagram that Paul had liked. Some of these photos were young girls, 16 and 17, in their prom dresses and bikinis. It was shown to Sophie after they had split up, and she privately called him out on it. Paul said that he had only liked these photos as the young girl was a cancer survivor. Upon investigation, it was proved that the girl had no idea who he was, making the whole scenario even weirder.
And this is also when he did a rebrand of his entire channel to Beauty Beyond the Eye.
Oh, wait.
So he's trying to move on, basically, from that, it seems like. But things and the
So he
public
changed
eye
it.
really
Maybe
started
he's
to
not
blow up
banned.
and turn sour for Paul when a user known as My Name's Boo 1.0, or Boo for short, she compared her ex to Paul, who had groomed her as a child.
Many moons ago, when I was 16, I was dating a 27-year-old man.
Which made Paul very, very angry, and he called her out on his live.
Paul has mentioned his age, his ex-girlfriend or wife's age, and they've got a son together. And we've done the math, and she would have been 16 or 17 when she fell pregnant. And that was the exact age gap between me and my ex-partner. I was 16.
That's not good, Paul.
27, and I was groomed.
This then, obviously, as it does on the internet,
That's no good,
carried
Paul.
on, and Boo made another post showing that a minor had contacted them and claimed that Paul was DMing this minor when they were 15. He said he was upset to hear about her health and sorry to see her struggling and suffering, which is the same thing basically he said when he liked the minor's post who had cancer, which is a very interesting thing to do, Paul. Very helpful for 15-year-olds and 16-year-old girls. Nice job, man. And then this video was posted on Reddit. I saw it there, unfortunately. It's really eye-opening. Paul's a weird guy, it turns out. Paul's a man who sees nothing wrong with what he has done, and he does in fact love 16-year-old girls. So Paul's an older guy, as we know. He's 42 years old. He's got a lot of life experience. Not all of it's that good, to be honest. People don't really seem to like him at all. He hasn't had a great response to all this at all. Not even a little bit. He just turned everything off and went full scorched earth, but then simultaneously just admits to being a creep at the same time. But if Paul has problematic behavior now, I use the word problematic very loosely.
Yeah, it'd be like criminal behavior. Problematic wouldn't really quite encompass
Maybe
that.
someone may have found a pattern of his behavior in the past as well. As I said, prying eyes find big, fat, stinking lies. I didn't say that. I just said it that time, though. And everyone on the internet basically thinks that they're a private investigator in 2023 as well. So a few people that
Goddamn
looked into
right.
Paul's past found some interesting things, if they're true, of course. A Twitter account from 2014 had been found under the name
Tier
of Paul.
1
It's
rando
possible
in the
that it's an
Prime Day.
impersonator. There's two other impersonators. These are very
Heroes of
obviously
Saga.
fake. It's an old PFP of him with his son, it looks like, who's maybe 4 or 5 years old. Doesn't matter. But by the estimation, you could say he had a kid around that time, 2010, let's say, 4 years before the account was created. Kid's about that age, who knows? Maybe he's 29, 30 years old. Now, these pseudo-sleuths did some further investigating, and in some TikTok videos claimed to have found his Facebook account. And by finding this, they claim to have deduced that he impregnated a 17-year-old girl when he was 27 years old. And now that was in the United Kingdom.
That's no good, Paul.
The age of consent is 16 there, and it's 18 in the United States. So that seems weird here, but maybe that's normal in the United Kingdom. We did.
Do we have anyone overseas that can confirm? Is that not weird in the UK? No, still weird. Not normal. Still weird. I imagine literally none of you are in the UK, but still, I can't imagine it's normal there either. "16, age of consent in my country, but still abnormal and weird as fuck. Socially shunned." The Bible says otherwise. Well, I don't know what the age of consent in the Bible was. Yeah, I just have to imagine, regardless of what the age of consent actually is, this kind of behavior is probably still not accepted, rightfully so. And assuming all of their investigation is accurate, to impregnate a 17-year-old while you're 27, it seems like a big no-no. No matter what the age of consent says.
Did absolutely destroy you guys in 1776, and I think we left things like that in the past. So, you know, while not technically illegal, it is definitely fucking weird because that it's still a minor. And I think he probably knows that it's really, really, really bizarre because he's been questioned recently and he doesn't really confirm or deny it.
Did you get a 17-year-old pregnant?
Did I get who pregnant?
A 17-year-old pregnant.
I thought I got a 15, 16, 20, 19, 18, 14, 10.
Right. Do you have
Good
a
defense.
baby mum?
No, I'm not talking about anybody in my family at all.
And it's kind of hilarious. This guy truly peaked in
Bulletproof.
high
Nice.
school.
Good work, Paul.
Third primary ball school or whatever it's called. Whatever the UK calls it. I don't even know, dude. Who cares? Now, as a result of all this crazy stuff that we've learned about Paul, many people have tried to get him removed from the internet. I'm not trying to do that because I like to watch things unfold. As an example, the EDP situation. Very entertaining. I want to see things go, and I hope that there's no victims, all right? Hopefully no one gets swindled. Hopefully no one gets hurt, etc. People really want this guy to get the fuck off the internet. There's petitions.
Oh.
There's an Etsy page for selling Christmas cards that just bust his balls. How weird is that? That doesn't even make any sense. But who do we really feel bad for here? Paul? Do we feel bad for Paul? I don't know. He's done a lot of really weird stuff, guys.
Hold on. Now that I know he changed his name, let me see if he's there. So he's not on the snapshot one anymore, so let's try the beauty one. What was it? Beauty Bodhi Booby? What the fuck was it? Beauty Beyond the Eye. Found it. Beauty Beyond the Eye. What are you up to, Paul? Well, I'm glad he's not banned. We get to watch this. Oh, it's green grass again! Hey, that's his staple! Hey! That's awesome! Is that all he does? Is it only green grass? This one's 18 hours ago. All he does is green grass. Oh, it's a different song. Boo! No grass, no interest. Cool. Want a quick text message? Okay.
I don't want to say he should go to jail or anything like that, but from what we know so far, he's done some really bizarre shit. But that also is not all that he's done. There's actually another little funny thing that he admitted to in a TikTok video live stream. He would act inappropriately to people under his care in homes.
I will hug a resident, and I will side kiss a resident if they need that love and support.
Which is kind of
What?
not really what you're supposed
What?
to do. I don't think. This made a lot of people mad too, as you could probably imagine. And then he clarified and made a video backtracking where he says it was just a side kiss, not a kiss on the cheek. A side kiss, it's just not romantic hugs, it's just hugs. It's a bizarre thing to say. You have to have very little self-awareness to say something so absurd that you need to backtrack so instantly without it being a joke or anything tongue-in-cheek or facetious. It's just creepy. It just comes across as weird. So, is Paul a dangerous man? I don't know. Does he need to be under supervision constantly? Probably.
It wouldn't hurt.
He can do that, kind of. That's like the reason I made this video is because he's been under constant user supervision. It's really entertaining. He's chronically on lives, and he's pretending to be 20 years younger than he actually is, which is sad. And believes in a dating pool that's the same group, which is bizarre as well. And he dresses like a dork. He goes into clubs designated for teenagers. One can only
Wait, does he
cringe
really?
when watching his content. And
He
for
goes to
most-
teenager clubs? Where's that? Is that next to the green grass? Hold on, let me go back. Does he have himself in any kind of social situation? Let me see. No, it's just him dancing to green grass. It is actually only green grass. God damn it, Paul. There's clubs for teens? Yeah, what? We even have that in the States. I remember right before going into college, it was the talk of the town to go to this one spot that was like designated for like high schoolers to go party. I don't know if that's like strictly speaking legal, I guess. Probably not, but it does exist. What do they drink? Apple juice? No, alcohol. Thanks to Tier 1 Doink. You sub HL2, Ryan, Twig, Simu, and Tier 1 Dirk.
of it, he's not stopping anytime soon, guys. Paul Breach, a breach of child safety. Little news update. While this video was being recorded, our friend Paul was deleted from TikTok permanently. All right, guys. For what?
Damn.
I don't know. He's innocent, right? He's gone, though. I tell you what, his account's gone. Boom. And he said he's going to go back to a normal life. He's taking it in stride.
We didn't.
He's
I'm
not
from the
crying on
future.
a
He didn't.
Snapchat story that his account got deleted even though he's 40 years old. And also, he's gone forever. He's not actually just recreated a new account that has over 20,000 followers. And he said he was going to take a break, but he didn't. All right. He didn't do anything he said initially once his account was deleted. And also, he's creepy. Hey, Paul, if you're watching this, how about you act your age? All right? You're 40, brother. I'm 26, and I make you look stupid.
This was interesting. Yeah, I don't know shit about Paul. Well, I didn't know shit about Paul. What a cool guy. Shame about that whole impregnating a teenager thing. He's such a good dancer. Yeah, I think that's his only account. Yeah, of course I've been seeing the Oompa Nikocado content. I didn't watch their most recent podcast yet, though. She was 16, not 12. Yeah, who said she was 12? That's still a teenager. Huh? Law in my country is she's legal. Doesn't make it any less weird, brother. What's the issue? Yikes, you need help. You shit on someone Lee's laws for no reason. You're so angry you're making up words. Yep, 42-year-old man impregnating a 17-year-old, I'll say yucky. No good. A 50-year-old can fuck a 16-year-old. Not saying it's right. You're literally defending it. What do you mean? He's a tier 1 Pookty in the resub Jacob, Toothpick, and Grinned. The law says it's okay, and he did nothing wrong. Okay, that doesn't make it not weird. If you're not defending it, why can't you agree it's weird and creepy and not good? Even if it's not breaking a law, impregnating a 17-year-old in the UK. If you're not saying it's right, what's so upset about? I'm just shitting on him for it.